Hello everyone, happy Thursday. It is Thursday. So, I'm Steve, Mark's at work, and this is Smokey Steve and Mark. Either welcome or welcome back. So today I wanted to do something a little different, a little bit lighter, and go down a bit of a list of some of the YouTubers that I watch on a regular basis. Actually, at this point, I watch more YouTube than I do regular television. We have cable, got the smart TV, and a lot of the time I'll have YouTube going when I'm doing dishes. I might have like music playing when I'm in the shower, or some videos that, you know, it doesn't really matter if you look at them, it's just like a person talking, and I'll play it there. So I listen to it a lot and I watch it a lot. So in no particular order at all, and I reiterate that, no particular order, I have a list of 10 channels that I watch. And I just wanted to share them with you. These are, if you want to take them as, you know, endorsements, you can. Just because I like these channels doesn't mean I like the content contributor exactly. They're the person who's making it. A lot of times I do, sometimes lukewarm. It doesn't mean I like every video that each person is putting out. I watch them for different reasons. Sometimes because it's kind of mindless, sometimes it's because it's kind of gossipy, and that's a little interesting to me sometimes. And other times people make me laugh. So, without further ado, here we go. So, the first channel that I watch a lot of is Big Beautiful Me. Chantal, Booty Beauty, what have you. Why? I do reviews on her about once a week. It would be inappropriate for me to do reviews without actually watching the videos. I'll concede when I do the reviews, I don't always watch the live streams. Actually, 9 times out of 10, I don't, unless there's something pertinent in there. So, and again, tomorrow's Friday, so tomorrow should be, if all things go well, another coffee talk about that. But she's one of the people that I watch on a regular basis. Number 2, Pam Talks. Now, I started following Pam Talks because I was watching another YouTuber that I'll get to later that she was one of the only channels that was reacting to. And she talks pretty openly about her mental health, some addiction that she deals with, and she's very down to earth. She's very no BS. There's people in her comment sections that say that she's like a little rude, a little over the top, but that aside, I find, you know, some common ground with some of the things. We have some things in common. So I do watch her channel probably every day. I'll check it out. She posts multiple times a day, so at least one of her videos I usually catch. Number 3, Cinemassacre. Totally outside the loop of the other things that I watch. James Rolfe and Mike Matei usually. James Rolfe created the channel, and then Mike Matei, I think, contributes to it too. James Rolfe, the video, it's got like 2 million followers, subscribers, I think. It's mostly based around video games, pretty much. And he had an old character called the Angry Video Game Nerd. His channel's been up for like 10 years, since YouTube pretty much started. And the Angry Video Game Nerd would play old, like, Nintendo games from the 80s, and I'm obsessed with those. I have the NES Mini and the SNES Mini. I go in binges. I'll play it like every day for 2 months, and then put it down for 6 months, and then pick it up again. And he reviews those games, plays them, and all the frustrating parts, he, like, super overreacts, curses, screams. It's just very funny. So I would watch all of those. It's not too many things I can follow along. It's very reminiscent to me because he's watching and reviewing the games that I used to play as a kid. The music brings me back. The graphics bring me back. You know, the old school games are totally different than what's out there now. So I like Cinemassacre. That's another one. 4, Zachary Michael. A lot of people know Zachary Michael. His channel is actually now bigger than Booty Beauty's, Big Beautiful Me's. And he's a reaction channel. He has a couple other things here and there that'll shoehorn its way in. Occasionally his boyfriend comes on, that's pretty rare. And he'll react to Amberlynn Reed, Chantal, a couple other people work their way in here and there, but they're kind of oddball, not so much. And he's very funny. He's very flamboyant and over the top. He has a huge personality. Most of what he says I find funny. Some of it's a little on the edge, but I wouldn't say he ever directly goes for the throat with the people that he's reacting to. And he does the traditional reaction video where the thing's in the corner and he's talking to it and points it out. But I like Zach. I've been following Zach since he had like 3,000 subscribers. So the fact that he now has like 55,000 makes me feel good because it makes me feel like I have good taste. Like I can identify talent when it's young, so. 5. Simply Sarah Kitchen, or just Simply Sarah. Her channel's also about 5 or 6 years old. It's all cooking. A couple things times she would have like paparazzi parties, but it's mostly just cooking. Lately she's been doing live streams where she's cooking. I just don't like live streams, period. Unless I was in that live stream talking to you, I don't want to, I don't want to see it. But once upon a time, she was doing just cooking videos. I like them because they're very short. She can cook an entire meal in about 3 minutes. The editing is cut, really close together. But it still doesn't feel to me very choppy. And she does ingredients, substitutions, the recipes. I've taken recipes right off her channel and made them. I didn't feel like it was rushed or that she left anything out. So she's another channel I watch. She's got a southern accent. She's from Kentucky. And she's extremely knowledgeable. I didn't, when I first watched her channel, think that, I don't know, for whatever reason, I didn't think that she'd be anything more than like a down-home cook. She cooks all sorts of diverse foods, you know, Indian, Korean, all sorts of different things. And she experiments with gluten-free and other stuff like that. So definitely, I would say check her out. I'm a big fan. So 6, Life by Jen. I was following Life by Jen when she had like 350 subscribers. I didn't follow her channel like 6 years ago, I guess, when she started. Excuse me, I just got home from work and this is the second after work cigarette, so it's almost as important as the first one. Jen does weight loss journey stuff, and she's, you know, challenged in a similar way, I think, to Chantal. She'll do some stuff to try to get herself well, and then she has a setback, and then she'll start over. And she's tried a number of different things. She's had medical help along the way. She also talks about whole health. So every so often, there was a period where she was like reading from a book about kind of self-helpy stuff, and she was doing that every day. I just find her pleasant. I can put on her channel and just let it run if I'm trying to like take a nap or just relax. I find the sound of her voice to be kind of soothing. I know people are mixed on it. Some people said, you know, bitch, clear your throat. But she has that little whiskey voice, but it's kind of high. To me, it's pleasant. So I like her channel. Let's see, what next? Okay. 7, Gigi Days. She's a smaller channel, relatively new. She vlogs about 4 times a day, maybe 5. It's day-to-day stuff, her going to work, her going to therapy. She's very open about her mental health, which is another topic that's close to me. If you're seeing a trend, a lot of these folks, it's not the center of their life, but it's something they mention a lot. And that resonates with me because I like to feel like it's not the center of my life, but it comes up a lot. She had worked in caring for folks with intellectual disabilities. I think she just switched jobs. And again, just someone to keep up with. I get alerts all the time, and I usually try to, a lot of times I'll binge watch her videos to play catch up. But sometimes I'll be able to catch 1 or 2 if she puts out 3 or 4 a day. So very pleasant. She's also a poet. She's put poetry up before. She and I are friends on Facebook. So I would say give her a look. She's got about 100 subscribers, but I would say small channel that's going to grow. If I have an eye for talent like I did with Zachary Michael, then she will. Another smaller one, Lisa Daniels. She's also relatively new, about 100 subscribers. Gardening, Mark connected with her quick because they're both gardeners. So they have that in common. She's also doing keto. Actually, Gigi Days is doing keto too. And I think Beautiful Me is doing keto. And I think Life by Jen is doing keto. Everyone's caught the bug. You know, by the way, don't insult keto. They act like you're criticizing a person. So it's just another lifestyle one, just whatever she's up to. She's been doing some recipes, keto-friendly recipes too. And I think she's just getting started with it. So it's interesting to me. I like some keto recipes. They look good. But I'm not doing keto. So basically I just like full-fat food. Oh well. And number 9, Cynthia and Thomas Beaumont. Now, we had a bit of a falling out, but I still have concerns for how Tommy Beaumont is doing because he had a diagnosis of cancer. And I try to keep half an eye on how that's going. I know there's been some other crazy drama, And I know that their channel and another channel that I watch that's on my list, one reviews the other. And I know Zach reviews Chantal. So I don't feel pressured. And this came out of the falling out we had with Cynthia. I take issue with feeling like I need to be pressured, that I can't be friends with two people that don't like each other. I feel like that's very high school. So I can say I like you and your characteristics, and I also like you and yours, and just because you two don't get along, that's not my business. I don't feel like I need to pick sides. That situation turned out, apparently I did need to. But in these other ways, I still do watch them. We're not connected, we're not communicating, but I care how they're doing. So I have been watching Cynthia and Tommy in the meantime. And the last one I watch a lot of is mine, SmokeySteveAndMarc. I'll tell you guys this, when we make a video, Mark almost never watches it before I put it up because he will find fault and want to either shoot it again or not post it at all. And to be perfectly frank, I don't watch the video until it is uploading, usually, because when I'm uploading I have to use my data, which means I can't use my phone for shit. And I usually watch the video back then. I kind of usually feel comfortable with what we did. I can get an idea, usually when we're filming, if it's going to be garbage. So I just kind of film this and then put it up and see where it floats or where it sinks. Obviously, if I've gone over, I know I have to dump it and then come back and film the rest. So if there's any time I have to edit, which is rarely if ever, I mean, you've seen my videos, my editing is slim to none, I will go back and do that. But otherwise, I watch ours back to see if we're giving quality content, or if we get a comment about something in our video that maybe I forgot that we had mentioned, I go back and watch ours too. So, little narcissistic to put yourself on your most watched list, perhaps, but I watch it to try to make sure we're doing a good job and to see if we need to do better. So those are my top 10 channels that I am watching at the moment. Probably will change. It's very fluid. There's channels I used to watch. I don't watch at all anymore. Some of these I've watched since I started to enter the YouTube world. So thank you for watching me. Please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Hit the bell to get the alerts so you know when a new video is coming. Mark and I are good for 1 video a day, sometimes 2. You can follow us on Facebook at SmokeySteveAndMarc or on Instagram at SmokeySteveAndMarc. Included below is our email address. We just got a P.O. box about a week ago, so I'll put that below as well. Thank you for watching, and we will catch up with y'all tomorrow. Bye!